back with War for America. Oh man, it's a good game. It's a good time when you can sit down here and play a few moves. Unfortunately, it's going to be kind of quick because I do have other obligations. But I wanted to get right on this. Like I said, we're having a great time. I hate walking by this game and not being able to play. We were on the spring of 1777, full capabilities on their sea movement. One thing I wanted to make a note of was we picked a card, old Light Harry Horace Lee for the British, and they snatched on him, not realizing it was a U.S. or colonial card. The colonials would have rejected the card because we got enough leaders and we got enough cards, so therefore we'll put him in the discard pile. But we got to draw another card for the British, so they have a full hand here in the spring. So here's our draw, and it, whoops, wrong card. Come on now. Why are they sticking? Winter Quarters? Okay, well, I guess that's it. Both of them could take that card, and he'll take it because he has 2 cards already in his hand. Make sure we're all legal. Yep. And yes. All right. So that straightens out the inaccuracies in our last video. I don't know how that gets by me sometimes, but it does. But we are on it. All right. Now we are able to deploy magazines in early spring. And maybe one thing I was doing wrong is I noticed I had magazines in key spaces. Now that might be good for the British because key spaces are not British sources of supply, but they are sources of supply for the colonials. So no need for magazines to be in key spaces, but they are good sources of supply. So supply sources are important. Right now we have 5 of them that the British can deploy. And it depends. There's certain criteria. I think they have to have at least 1 strength point in the area or in a colony or something like that. We will check out the details, but we are on that phase of it right now, deploying magazines, and they're valuable. You want to be able to garrison them. You don't want to just willy-nilly. It's my favorite expression here lately is willy-nilly. You don't want to willy-nilly just place them, so everything's got a purpose. Oh, real quick, drop in on what we're doing over here. We've got our little display there ready to go for I think each player will have one. We'll have to check that out. But we're at a point now where we just need to start making counters. We do have a real good source of counter strength, so we'll be able to tell what side the counters need to deploy on according to their pips. But also something I'm wanting to do on this game is give them morale and fatigue. So not only is it going to be based, I don't know if it's going to be based on their pips or what, but morale and fatigue might be another key component of the unit. And Lee is trapped and must be taken. All right, we'll be back. We got some magazines to deploy. We'll be back. All right, the supply sources for the British are coastal spots that have the ports. Of course, they're the sea nation in the world during most of the history. And magazines. There you go. And fortresses. So fortresses, magazines, and coastal ports. Therefore, we're going to put a magazine here. One of the requirements is it has to have 1 strength point regulars or German units. Loyalists don't count. So we're going to place build us a magazine here in Charleston. This gives us more of an inland source of supply besides the fortress. Little option. And only 1 per region, so that'll be the one in the region of New England. Now in the Middle States region, we're going to put 1 here in New York. New York needs 3 strength points to operate as a port. It don't have that yet. It only has 2. So we're giving it a magazine so it can operate as a source of supply. I think that's going to be it for the British magazines. The 3 left. We really don't think to have any up here. We'd like to have one, I guess, in St. Francis or over in Montreal. We have no strength points there, so I guess the British source of supply just for inland will have to be Quebec. And again, like I said, Ticonderoga, as long as they keep it. Well, let's see what the colonials want to do about their magazines. And like I said, these are a little bit more maybe overlooked as important supply sources, but I think we've been pretty much on it. I don't think we got any magazines anywhere right now. Just a fortress here Yeah, that's about it. They have all 4 of them, so I think that's all they were maximum allowed. We'll be right back with some more Colonial magazine deployment. The Colonials are pretty well set. They could count on key spaces as their sources of supply, and they're all over the place. So I don't think we got to worry about anything. We are going to build one, though, in the Middle States region. And go here to Unadilla. We'll put one in there with all the... Wow, that's right. We can't. I think they got to be a regular. Let's see what the requirement is for the Colonials. We'll be right back. All right, the only requirement is it not be British controlled. So there you go. The region's not. I think the only place that they have control of is, oh, I wonder if they have a marker there. Because they have control of New Hampshire. Yeah. Let me check that out real quick. But other than that, yeah, I think we will have a magazine. And this comes into effect when it, winter quartering. So the Colonial player does not have a requirement of regular units to build a magazine, unlike the British player. We just looked that in there during the reinforcement phase. The only thing is the region must not be British controlled. There you go. That's the only option, so they got a little bit more leeway. That'll be it for the magazine phase. We'll come down here now to the let me see here. Raise the CLT to raise and place new continental strength points. Action cards, we did that. Placed our action cards for his hand. Alright. Placed all of our magazines. I think we're good to go. We'll be right back. Alright, we're down here on the raising units portion. The key thing of this is that we have, I believe it's New Hampshire that is controlled by the British, so we will be bringing in no strength points for them. So in New England, there will be no New Hampshire, Massachusetts roll because there'll be a key point in New Hampshire, but it's not a key. There's a key right here. Oh, there he is. There's a key point there. Only one key point in New Hampshire is occupied by a German unit, so they control New Hampshire. Let me see if they control. What would this be? Maine, I guess. I don't see any key points in Maine, nor which is New Hampshire. So I guess Maine doesn't get controlled as a colony yet. All right, key points in New York. No, we still have one there, so that's good. Militia, we still control it in Massachusetts. Connecticut we control, so we're good there. All right, so the only thing is, for this roll for New England, we will be rolling for New Hampshire, Massachusetts, but we will be rolling a Rhode Island die roll. And they're kind of chintzy. They're not really in with the program, so 7 to 12 just to get one. Well, that might do it. That might do it. All right. So on Rhode Island, we rolled a 7 to 12, which means they get one strength point of Colonial regulars. We'll be right back. All right, down one strength point. Hopefully they got enough counters in this game. Oh, always keep in mind there could be no more than 40 strength points of Colonials on the board at one time, so we got to add these all up as soon as we get done here. All right, let's see if we remember. We got to remember that. No more than 40. I got to make a little note. Oh, be right back. All right, so a reminder of that one to do. Rhode Island gets one. Ooh, Newport, Rhode Island. I think that's the only spot that's there. I think it is. We've already been through this. So let's put him here with the militia. One strength point of regular. Raised in the spring. Not really big help there, Rhode Island. Jump with the winning team and the winning cause. All right, next will be Connecticut. Rolling 2 dice. See what their enthusiasm is. Oh, only a 3 in Connecticut. So, 2 to 6, so they only will contribute 2 strength points. Let me see here. There you go. 2 in Connecticut. There's only one spot. Well, there's another spot. Well, C.H. Lee's there. We'll give him 2 strength points there in Hartford. Love raising those units. Yeah, keep hard in the game for the Colonials. All right, that'll take care of New England. Middle States, New York. Maximum of 2. We need a high die roll. Over 7. We get it. So we see New York will contribute 2 strength points. There you go, 2 strength points for New York. Where will we put these? Gotta give them to Washington. Here in Albany, New York for sure. So in the springtime, Washington gets another bump of 2 more strength points. We're liking this. All right. New Jersey's next. Need a high roll. Always need a high roll. Oh, 3. New Jersey, not with the cause, with just 1 strength point. Luckily, got them here ready to go. 1 strength point for New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey's kind of a bummer here. How would we say that was? East Hampton. Where's New Jersey? Hartford, Connecticut. New Jersey. Sandy Hook, New York, East Hampton. Try New Jersey. Morristown. New Jersey. All right, we'll give them Morristown. We'll say that's in New Jersey. And we'll bolster up old Ward with his strength points coming up north. All right, next is Pennsylvania. Need a high roll for some Colonial regular. 6, 7, 8. Pennsylvania, that'll do it. They'll get 4. That definitely helps the cause. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how we want to deploy these? Oh, that's not a unit. There you go. In Pennsylvania. We'll be right back. All right, we'll put all 4 of them up here. This little corner spot with all the action. Help out old Washington. He can muster these old boys up here in Udilla. Remembering that the militia are in New York have been militia maximums in New York have been met, so that's why this big old stack of militias here in Pennsylvania. I got to do that right. These boys go on top. We have an all-important magazine there. Here's a supply source. Enjoying the heck out of this. The more I play this game, the more I can't wait to get my game going. All right, Middle States, Tidewater, Delaware. Need a high roll for just 1. Delaware, a lot of loyalists going on there. 9 for Delaware. That'll give us a 1. So Delaware, shipping the cause. We still got them available. And Delaware, where's Delaware at? Way down here, Delaware. Ooh, Wilmington, Delaware, Philadelphia. No, it's not Delaware. Sandy Hook, Delaware. They said it was New Jersey. Okay, Wilmington, Delaware. We'll put them here on the coast. We always like blocking those coastal spots. So we're going to lose Delaware. All right. Next is Maryland. Need a high roll. Patriots in Maryland with only a 4. And they'll only contribute 1. In Maryland with a 4. Ouch. Maryland, what happened to you? All right. M.A. Massachusetts. Where's Maryland? Oh, here you go. M.D. We'll put them up here in Baltimore. Put them up close to the Acciones. There you go. And another port spot. That'll negate or deny that from the enemy. Virginia. Maximum 4. If we get a high roll. Get some high rolls for Virginia. You get to 5. Oh, next one is off the charts. Off the charts. Let's see here. High roll needed. Yeah. 11. So we'll get the maximum for Virginia. Let me see if we can dig out 4 of them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Virginia. Coming on through. Where are they at? Oh, New York. Pennsylvania. Ouch. Can't find Virginia. Let me check that out. We'll be right back. Let me see here. Maryland, Virginia. Did I pick Maryland right? Yeah, Maryland's down here. So Virginia, we'll put these boys here in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond's got a bunch of them. We got a fortress there. We got an inland port. Colonial Magazine. And Richmond's pretty well stocked on up there now. That'll work. Good source of units if we need them. All right, deep south, the Carolinas and Georgia. Getting a high die roll. 9. That'll give them 2. So let's go on here. Run out of units. Run out of units. Get another 2. Here we go. Here we go. 2 in Tidewater, or rather, deep south. Ooh, who is that? Carolinas. North Carolina. Oh, I guess it's this big region right here. We will put them in Savannah. It's another port we can deny for the enemy. They need 2 strength points. That's what that marker, my marker means. To garrison that uses a port, same way as there. It's a little markers. Meaning they need that minimum strength points to use that as a port for the British side. All right, that is it. We're all set. Continental levy table has been taken care of, and we are ready, I guess, to move for initiative and all that good stuff. We'll call this a quick video just to let you know we're back here playing. We got some stuff we got to do, unfortunately, and hopefully one of these days we can have a marathon. I want to binge play this whole day. There's no reason why I shouldn't, but stuff comes up. Let me straighten this place on out. We're up to date and ready to go for the 1777 turn. We'll be right back. One note before we call the video, I want to make note of on these ports. By default, they go back to the color that they're originally for. So by default, that's a colonial port. I don't see any default. Oh, let me see here. Here's a default. So unless it's your color, you gotta have it garrisoned. So there you go. I just want to make that little note. All these ports here, by default color, are colonial. If the British want to use them, they got to garrison them, and vice versa. Be back.